so describe. Hold me back, I know the assignment and you're overclass.
What's going on, DSG? It's your boy DarrnellBradley back at y'all with another video, and today we got some casual Geographic in the building. The insane plot armor of cats. Now y'all been around, seen some of my previous reactions. My voice was gone. We feeling good today. We feeling good today, voice wise. Still a little raspiness at times, but like we for the most part we straight. But we gonna see what's going on here. Just want to give you that tidbit. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media. We ain't hear that ain't further ado. 3, 2, 1, click.
Oh my God!
Dang, they just started squabbing. Well, oh, you're sweet. It's the sweet dog, but she tired of this cat messing with. Yo, okay.
Oh my
Dog
God.
said, "What's good?" Cat was boxing, fam. Yo, why my resolution just do that, bruh? Y'all seen that? It said no.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, grab the girl hand. Oh Lord, you are out.
Dang, with
Broken.
the choke slam.
Term used to describe a character so overpowered that they make the game stop functioning as intended and exploit the game's balance in their favor. Well, if cats aren't the most broken animals on the planet, God must have discontinued first place. I talk a lot about animals that got shafted by evolution. In fact, my most popular video today was about 10 of them. Well, if I ever do a video on nature's favorites, cats would surely be at the very top. Cats are arguably the most successful predators we've ever seen. With so many overpowered abilities, you'd swear it was
smack the dog shit out that snake. Look at my face, nigga. Sorry, that was funny. Oh my God, that was hilarious, bro. That was hilarious.
Cats are arguably the most successful
Sit your
predators
ass
we've
down,
ever
bruh.
seen. With so many overpowered abilities, you'd swear it was plot armor. I don't even want to make this intro too long, so here's 10 superpowers your cat has that you may or may not have known. And number 1, 0 fall damage. You've probably heard that cats always land on their feet, but the real flex is being able to fall from heights that would have any human furnishing a coffin. A 1987 study showed that out of 132 cats that were brought to an emergency vet in New York City after falling out of a high-rise, 90% lived and less than 40% required life-saving treatment. It gets even wilder when you realize that cats actually have a better chance of getting airdrop from a building and walking it off the higher the drop was. And it's all because cats understand physics. You see, when you're in free fall, you accelerate towards the ground until you reach terminal velocity, where you literally can't fall any faster. When cats reach TV, they splay their legs and kind of just parachute the rest of the way down. And instead of landing on their feet, they break their fall with their chest and abdomen. Obviously,
our chest and abdomen would break. You see, there's no way for you to emulate this. Yo. He said fall on their chest and abdomen. Oh God, yeah. Go ahead, give it a shot, bro. What?
The way down. And instead of landing on their feet, they break their fall with their chest and abdomen. Obviously, they don't completely tank the hit, but thanks to their relatively large surface area to weight ratio, they maximize the points of contact that smack the ground and therefore minimize the damage. And since cats apparently have lifelong beef with gravity, cats that reach terminal velocity instinctively know not to tense up, but instead relax and basically turn themselves into a kite on the way down. The thing is, if they don't have time to reach terminal velocity, they end up getting hurt way worse. So like in a weird twist, cats that fall from 2 to 7 stories actually end up more down bad than the ones that touch Earth from 10 stories up. In fact, cats have about a 95% chance of falling from 10 stories and living. Meanwhile, the average human has a 95% chance of getting outlined with chalk. And don't think the cutoff's 10 stories either. One cat named Sabrina took a 32-story express trip to the ground and walked away with only a punctured lung and a chipped tooth.
Dang, walked away with only a puncture. Well, in comparison to a human, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's straight to dead town. But that's still crazy. That's okay.
Not to mention she was released and sent home 2 days later. Being impervious to fall damage is how snow leopards can not only make a living in the Himalayas, but can legit fall clear off a cliff, and the only injury they take is to their pride. Speaking of plot armor, did you know cats are actually built to predict the weather? You see, cat hair attracts...
Well, hold on. I've heard there's a lot of animals that do that, or that do something like that, that can just like, that know what's coming type deal. Like, from what I understand, but I removed
static electricity, so they can pick up on the buildup of electrical charge that often comes before a really bad storm. And the cat's inner ears are sensitive to sudden drops in atmospheric pressure, which announce the arrival of a cloud assault. Technically, so can we. It's why our ears do the most and pop on a plane, but it's just that cat ears are that much more sensitive. And they can even smell rain and lightning coming. It's so OP that sailors used to use cats aboard ships as a four-legged forecast. Forecast. No, yeah, forecast. Apparently a cat with the zoomies means you could expect strong winds. A cat that sneezed was warning you of heavy rain. And apparently if one licked their fur against a grain mid-sail, then you better make like God's golfing, cause it's finna hail. Now to be fair, a month surrounded by nothing but sea and seamen gives you a lot of time to just make stuff up. I mean, just how many sea monster stories was just a whale freeing his willy? But there might be some truth to the cat thing. Cats will often spend extra time licking themselves before a bad storm, since having damp fur helps with the static thing I told you about. So basically, if cats could talk, we'd see a lot of meteorologists on unemployment. And speaking of no job, cats really managed to finesse their way into living in nearly 50 million homes in America rent-free.
Bro, this is on. There is a cat. Probably outside my apartment though right now. We can't do it over here. We can't it's just not in the cards right now. But boy, yo, I don't know where it came from. It is definitely a stray. And there was a time where it like came left, but like since last night, it's just kind of hasn't gone away this time. So me and my girl just like, you can't leave her, boo boo, but we love you.
Cats really managed to finesse their way into living in nearly 50 million homes in America rent-free. And one of the biggest reasons is because cats are the best manipulators nature has to offer. And if you think they aren't, you're probably a mark and you don't even know it. According to researchers at the University of Sussex, many cats will exploit their owners with a soliciting purr. It's more high frequency, triggers a sense of urgency in humans, and even someone resembles the cry of an infant, and we just have to assume that's intentional. And in experiments, not only did humans have a faster response time when hearing that purr compared to a normal one, it even affected people that never owned cats. This distressed purr likely triggers a deep, innate nurturing response in humans, meaning you're literally hardwired to answer to it no matter what you were doing before. So apparently cats understand psychology too.
That's why Egypt cat gods, things like, yep, see, they knew what was going on. They knew it.
Literally hardwired to answer to it no matter what you were doing before. So apparently cats understand psychology too. That's not even really a joke, because adult cats almost never meow to each other, but kittens do it with their mothers for food and warmth, and we have to assume they just figured out it works on humans too. And it's not just pet cats with this talent. Tigers have been known to imitate the sounds of their prey to lull them into a false sense of security. Tigers have reportedly mimicked sandbar deer and black bears. Bro, just listen to this.
Why would they mimic a bear? Like when you come up to like bears and lions and tigers and things like that that don't really have like other natural predators in their area, like why would you want like lull it into a false sense of security so it don't just come and fuck your shit up? You know what I'm saying? Like what for what? Because I know it ain't to eat. You know what I'm saying? Now I know that on a hungry enough day, you know what I'm saying, like they can definitely be hungered into potentially ending their life trying to get food that's bigger than it. But just in a general sense, I don't, you know what I mean? All right.
Are you mooing because you want to be one with the cows?
Wow. He's like, hell nah, bro. I'm moving because I want to eat that cow. Tell it to bring us behind over here. We family. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you trick cows into coming over here.
Bring
And
that
it's not
ass.
just tigers. The South American margay will verbally cosplay as a baby monkey just to murk its parents like a Disney movie. And clearly the manipulation tactics were passed
Like a Disney movie. No, yo, geez, that was
as a baby monkey just to murk its parents like a Disney movie. And clearly the manipulation tactics were passed down. In fact, cats are so good at working people that they'd actually be great politicians, which is probably how Mayor Stubbs of Talkeetna, Alaska stayed in office for 20 years, even surviving assassination attempts by dogs, BB guns, and a deep fryer. But there's another special ability cats have, and it could arguably be the most overpowered of all. Pretty privilege. It's how dolphins got Flipper, orcas got Free Willy. Meanwhile, the best movie deal shark management could get them was being typecast as Jaws. You see, there's this thing called baby schema. It basically means that humans have an intrinsic bias towards a certain set of facial features in people and animals, to the point where it just makes us want to protect them. And with their big head, wide eyes, and round forehead, cats literally remind us of babies. And even though it's a buff from nature, cats will 100% play into this by figuring out what combination of ear wiggling, whisker pointing, and eye narrowing gets the best response from people.
It's like they play facial recognition with themselves. Dang, make me look, see now I gotta look at the cat outside all different, like, nah, I know what you doing. I just watched the video, bruh. I know what you watched, you know what I'm saying? I can't, no.
Now add the fact that slow blinking with your cat can trigger oxytocin in both of you, the literal hormone that bonds a mother to her child, and you can see how cats were basically engineered to be irresistible. It's pretty privilege on every steroid possible. And it's wild because if any other animal had a reputation for cold indifference and global genocide, it'd be cause of pause, but because it's cats, we just let it slide. Cat cuteness virtually has us in a chokehold, and I said virtual for a reason.
I don't care who you are or what you believe. You can't tell me this isn't cute. I'll tell you this: it's not the cutest baby little kitten in the world. Probably amongst kittens, it'd probably be one of the ugly ones. But it's still it's still generally cute. I ain't you know what I'm saying? Okay.
It's said that 50% of all internet traffic is driven by cat content. That's 50% of all the stuff on the internet.
That's crazy.
I want you to think about that during this ad. Matter of fact, and I'm willing to put money on it. For some of y'all, this ad's about to be cat related. Oh, you're back. Oh, by the way, was it cat related? I'm actually curious. But the thing that almost always gets forgotten is that cats give back as much as they take.
I was really prepared to. All right.
I'm actually curious. But the thing that almost always gets forgotten is that cats give back as much as they take, which leads to their next flex, healing powers. And not just for them. Science says having a cat living under your roof easily extends your subscription to life. Studies show that cat owners are 40% less likely to suffer a heart attack and have a 30% less chance of getting clapped by cardiovascular complications.
The
And
ultimate
since
support
cardiovascular
animal.
disease is one of the leading causes of preventable death today, cats are like a real-life one-up. Not to mention kids that grew up around cats have less of a chance of getting folded by allergies, especially if the exposure started in early infancy or even while they're still in the womb waiting room.
We will never financially recover from this. Guessing what's this? But I don't know if I like that. Like your stomach doing something strange. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's the fact that just petting a cat can nerf stress levels and blood pressure. But if you really want to get literal about it, cats purr at a frequency that's said to improve bone density, repair tendons, and promote healing. I never really fully understood it, but apparently
Wait, what? I'm sorry. That what?
improve bone density, repair tendons. But if you really want to get literal about it, cats purr at a frequency that's said to improve bone
At a frequency,
density, repair
bone density,
tendons, and
repair tendons,
promote healing.
and promote healing. Nigga, that's magic. What? Tried to hit us with that science. It's the frequency. No, that is hocus pocus. That's abracadabra. That is magic. I don't care what you try to wrap around it. It's purring can heal. It's called magic. See, the ancient Egyptians knew something. They knew something.
I never really fully understood it, but apparently cats purr at a frequency that transmits vibrations throughout the body. Vibrations that help increase blood flow to the affected area, thereby
Magic.
bringing more nutrients. It's also believed that those same vibrations can help with soft tissue injuries like sprains and strains. I know I said they live rent-free, but considering all they do to carry our health,
Just
again,
by purring.
I feel like we could let it slide.
Just by
It's not just a buff to your health either. I vividly remember seeing a bunch of surveys that said that women on dating sites actually find men with cats more attractive. Something about seeming more nurturing or emotionally intelligent.
So they heal you, all this other stuff, and they're the ultimate wingman? Bruh. Alright. Yo, plot armor. This video was titled correctly. Alright, let's go.
Actually find men with cats more attractive. Something about seeming more nurturing or emotionally intelligent. On an unrelated note, I want y'all to meet my editor and content manager,
on an unrelated note.
Say hi.
Man said, ladies.
Oh, good boy.
I tried to find the articles online, but apparently there was a switch up, and now women find cat owners less attractive. So on another unrelated note, yeah, he isn't mine. I'm actually just cat sitting for a friend. Shout out to you, Yusuf. Yeah, but anyway, cat claw armor is so strong that it might just be able to save you from cancer. We've all heard the stories of feline physicians detecting it in people before anyone else could. Cats have a sense of smell about 14 times stronger than humans, with their 200 million odor receptors to our pitiful, almost embarrassing 5 million. Tumors produce volatile organic compounds, and these VOCs leave the body through sweat and breath. And there's a lot of respected researchers out there that will die on the hill that cats can sniff it out the same way dogs can. In 2018, rescue cat Mia climbed on owner Michelle Pearson's chest and wouldn't get off for anything, sniffing and pawing at, the right one, while also meowing and looking at her, as cats do. It wasn't until her husband checked for himself that he felt the telltale lump, and that's how the cat that was rescued from certain death ended up returning the favor and saving her owner from stage 2 breast cancer.
Do you believe in magic? Because I do. All right.
And that's not even much of a reach, considering there's also stories of cats warning their diabetic owners of their potentially fatally low blood sugar. Either that, or cats can see the future and they'll choose to keep you in theirs if they like you enough. And even that's low-key valid, considering superpower number 7 is that cats have ultra instinct. Those whiskers can detect sudden changes in air currents to figure out the size, shape, and speed.
Yo, the drastic shit, like, just got real. And I'm about to talk to y'all about the real shit. This is a whole different kind of cat action movie happening in front of you right now than what was just going on. Yeah, man, shit got serious, boy.
Those whiskers can detect sudden changes in air currents to figure out the size, shape, and speed of nearby objects. It's like a whole radar system growing out of their face, and it's how a blindfolded cat is still hell on earth for any mouse in the area. Bro, I still don't think you're understanding just how much of a cheat whiskers are. Cats can even use their whiskers to figure out what direction their prey is trying to dodge it in right before they pounce, allowing them to cut off any possible escape routes. Now to us, it's interesting and pretty cool, but to a mouse trying to make it home to his family, that's gotta be some bullshit.
So they gotta stay still. I saw that video actually.
To a mouse trying to make it,
like, where's it at? There it is, right here. Yeah. So it's literally remind me of Jurassic Park. Don't move. But obviously not the C part. Just like that means if you move, they can sense it. It's like the cat senses is tingling.
His family, that's gotta be some bullshit. And cats don't just have them on their face, they have whiskers all over. And you can't even play dead with the cat since they have carpal whiskers that allow them to tell if their prey is playing or, you know, actually past tense.
Dang.
And honestly, this might be the most broken ability cats have. It's
for real, because that's like a big thing with a lot of like animal that end up being prey. You know what I'm saying? Just drop dead. Just play dead. You know, just you know what I'm saying? Get across the bear. Like cats like, I like them when my food stays still.
Basically impossible to catch a cat slipping.
Oh, got
They
him.
don't have to hear you. They don't even have the ability cats have. It's
I thought that thing got away. Because I saw a video. I might not have seen the whole thing.
Impossible to catch a cat slipping.
Wait, so what? Tell my story.
They don't have to hear you. They don't even have to smell you. All it takes is a smallest change in air currents to dry snitch on you. But as predators, cats are the ones that do the sneaking, which only makes their next ability even more of a jihad for their prey. Superpower number 8. Cats are athletic freaks of nature. No, seriously, cats are the most athletic group of animals on Earth, and I'ma stand on that. There might not be a single event at the Olympics that one of the 40 flavors of feline can flex on us in. You want speed? Cheetahs can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and can peak out at over 70 miles per hour. A cheetah on a Sunday morning jog can still get pulled over on the turnpike. Ain't that crazy? Want to see some long jumping? Cougars can clear 45 feet horizontally on an off day. You want to see a cat get high minus the catnip? The serval jumps so high that their meal prep literally involves pimp slapping birds right out of the air. And for powerlifting, here we have a literal deadlift by a leopard using only its teeth. Yes, that is a rhino. Yes, that is a giraffe. And speaking of leopards, they're also gymnasts on steroids that turn trees into jungle gyms.
Oh, hell no. It's different when you see it with the big cats, alright? It's different when you see it with the big cats. Now, you know, there are some big cats that don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like lions. I believe tigers don't get down like that in gratuity. I know they can, but it ain't like a leopard. You know what I'm saying? But like seeing a big cat do it, it's like, You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to travel the world. I want to travel too. I want to see places. You know what I'm saying? But then you got places that's right there is just readily available for your execution. And I'm just like, you know what? I want to look. I want to see it. But there's something about that glass at the zoo that just make me feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Giraffe. And speaking of leopards, they're also gymnasts on steroids that turn trees into jungle gyms. And if you think you're safe from the smoke and water, keep in mind that the caiman is part of one of the most successful group of predators in history. And all it took was an aquatic equalizer in the form of a cat to wreck their entire game plan. Not to mention jaguars have been seen swimming clear across the Panama Canal. Yeah, that one. Also, they have a hydraulic press for a jaw. God help you if you get caught in it. And all I need to say about tigers is that this is an Indian gar, and even this walking Red Bull logo can get choked out by a 500-pound striped Giggle Garfield. And I don't even need to say anything about lions. Those triceps speak for themselves. Cats are nature's population control, and there isn't anywhere on Earth outside of the Devil's Ice Rink that doesn't have some kind of cat running it.
That motherfucker said cats are the nation's world's popular. I mean, you think, like I said, no natural predators. They're just out here murking what they want. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Top of the food chain, top of the food chain. Hey. Damn.
Population control. And there isn't anywhere on Earth outside of the Devil's Ice Rink that doesn't have some kind of cat running.
The Devil's Art Antarctica or what that thing.
Even the travel-sized ones are a menace. The deadliest cat in the world is the African black-footed cat, and because of their metabolism, not only can they catch up to 15 bodies a night, they also have a hunting success rate of 60%. Not even lions, tigers, and leopards can touch that. There's a reason why domestic cats put billions of animals on shirts a year, and sometimes they turn entire species into history lessons. And unlike their wild cousins, a lot of times with domestic cats, they do it just for fun. Yeah, you think it's cute, but it's bloodlust. And if you're a mouse, an op with whiskers is like Thanos. They do be inevitable, especially when you factor superpower number 9.
I am inevitable. Yo, this man's jokes be getting me. Like, he needs to do, like, I would watch a stand-up. Like, I would watch an animal educational stand-up comedy special on Netflix with this guy. Like, straight facts, bro.
It's like Thanos. They do be inevitable, especially when you factor superpower number 9. Cats can teleport. I'm dead serious. Cats do this thing where they just spawn wherever the plot needs them the most. Yoink. As solitary hunters, cats can cover insane amounts of distance in times that really make no sense. Take mountain lions, for example. Young male cougars will often travel hundreds of miles away from their mother's territory to find their own. In 2009, a tagged cougar took a walk that took him from Black Hills, South Dakota, all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. Basically, he hiked from Mount Rushmore to 30 miles from Manhattan. And it's not just cougars that go cross-country. A tiger named T1 managed to walk 800 miles across India in only a few months, fueled by nothing but the power of horny. And of course, there's the story of El Jefe, a jaguar that randomly showed up in Arizona just outside Tucson. I could really keep going.
Chilling.
From June 2017 to July 2018, a young lynx trekked from a wildlife refuge in Alaska all the way into the heart of the Yukon. A trip that totaled 2,174 miles.
Yo, these motherfuckers like, yo, I got places to be. I don't know where that place is yet. Just kind of try to carve out a territory. Just like all this territory that I walked through before is just kind of taken. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to find a nice little spot to chill.
His name was Hobo, by the way.
Hobo.
Can't even make that up. But the best story of teleporting cats was Clementine Jones. She was a cat in New York whose family left her behind because they were moving and they figured the trip would be too hard on a pregnant cat. Oh, little did they know. Clementine spent a couple of months with her kittens and then one day just headed out and popped up at her old family's home 1,600 miles away in Denver. And it's not even like the family got tricked by a dupe. Clementine was born with an extra toe and had a burn mark on her shoulder. There was no mistake. There's only one cat power that's arguably more impressive, and you saw it coming as soon as you clicked on this video. Superpower number 10, mind control. And it's all because of a little parasite called, you know the name, Toxoplasma gondii. It all starts when...
Why you tell me I know that name? Why would I know that name? For what reason on earth would I know that name? I have never heard that combination of sounds come from a mouth before in my entire life besides Gandhi. That's it. The rest of that is a complete and total miss. All right, we move.
A little parasite called, you know the name, Toxoplasma gondii. It all starts when this parasite enters a cat because they literally only reproduce in their bowels and their eggs don't get passed until the cat has a movement, usually in a litter box. Now here's the problem. The Toxoplasma gondii needs to find a way back into the cat in order to hit restart on its life cycle, and the best way to do that is by setting up shop inside one of the animals on its grocery list. The only issue is no mouse that values its life is going anywhere near a death sentence with toe beans to make it happen. So the parasite, which by the way basically uses the mouse as a layover, they begin to rewire its brain in order to remove the fear of cats.
What? Yo. You kidding me?
Going anywhere near a death sentence with toe beans to make it happen. So the parasite, which by the way basically uses the mouse as a layover, they begin to rewire its brain in order to remove the fear of cats.
Wasn't this a Tom and Jerry episode? Yo, that's crazy. Just to get back to, yo, that is insane.
And I don't even know how, but infected mice can even start fiending for cat pee. With more irrational confidence than a father
to get more of the... That's gross. All right.
Before in an Instagram model's comments, it's easier for the mouse to get body bagged by its #1 op, thus repeating this vicious mouse murking cycle. And of course, we now believe that when this same parasite invades us, they do the same thing they would to a mouse. Which is why popular opinion is that the Toxoplasma parasite causes an unreasonable attraction to cats. And it's possible that this factory reset of our personality is due to the parasite making enzymes that control dopamine. And it's not just humans that can get infected. Turns out afflicted hyena cubs end up bolder in the face of lions, which is a great way for them to get invited to a meet and greet with Mufasa. It's not 100% proven that the parasite's responsible for all the cat people in the world, but hear me out. There's proof that this parasite—
He's like, hold on, like, hear me out. Just hey, but prove this parasite. Well, we on ancient Egypt. What I was saying, they knew something. They knew something. Magic. Okay.
It's not 100% proven that the parasite's responsible for all the cat people in the world, but hear me out. There's proof that this parasite was present in ancient Egyptian mummies. And these were the people that straight up worshipped them. Not to mention up to a third of all people alive right now have it, and most have no idea. And that's why I say cats have the wildest plot armor I've ever seen.
That part.
Because real talk, only cats could spin a parasitic infection into a way of living rent-free. Trust me, I would know.
Isn't that right, Maple?
How many cats
That's
you
why
got?
cats are the most broken animals in nature. With cats being nature's cutest form of population control. I talk about them a lot in my book. Hold on. Sorry, girl. Okay.
With cats being nature's cutest form of population control, I talk about them a lot in my book, 100 Animals That Can, Redacted, Kill You. Link in the description if you want to see for yourself. But make sure you drink water, hug your mother, hug a cat. It might just save your life. And
That
if he
part.
allows it, I'ma see y'all in the next one.
Aw, you're such a good boy.
Before any of y'all judge me,
you're such
this
a
is
good
only, this is the only voice he responds to. The orange information merchant. That's all
Okay.
I know.
Okay. You can go now. There you go. I love that guy.
Yo, that was educational. I feel educated in here too. Yo, all right, yeah, definitely with the cats, definitely with the plot armor. Yeah, that parasite went crazy. That parasite went crazy. I don't even know what to think about that, but I definitely learned some shit today. You know what I'm saying? So I love coming over here. I feel like we can get some straight knowledge in that's not spoon-fed to us in a boring fashion. Like I said, I would straight watch a animal educational stand-up comedy show special on Netflix with this man. Like, it's, yeah, he got a thing going on here, but that some of that's crazy. Yeah, and I'll just absorb the fall with my chest. What? But yeah, nah, this is another one of them, man. That's the take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media, and I catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.